So if there's one thing I can promise you is that I don't do any prep and I have no editing skills. And I don't really care. So I'm going over the Filson medium field bag. I've had this one for a while. I've been using it for a while, and I have it currently. It's set up as I carry it. So I don't always carry this in here. I only take that to work with me. This is a Right in the Rain pool and spa log. And that's what I do for a living. So I like keeping my own records for various reasons. So if you look at this one, this is an older model. The current production model is exactly the same as this. This one's just older and beat up. So you can see the leather hasn't been the best taken care of. Again, I bought this used, and I'm kind of doing what I can to help it out, but it's like this handle's kind of starting to rip out here. So apparently it is entirely possible for these things to start falling apart if you don't maintain your leather very well. You'll also notice this one has patches throughout. I personally think that makes it look cooler. I like that, but you know, I didn't put these holes in it and I didn't wear this leather out. So I bought it that way secondhand. This is the back of the bag, and this is where the strap connects. My strap is a cotton strap. This is my favorite strap. I have hung on to this strap for multiple bags, and I will never get rid of this strap because I haven't seen Filson make the cotton strap in a long time, and I don't like the leather straps, and I don't like the synthetic straps, the nylon straps. So if you can find one of these and it's your bag, I like it. It's a little wider, a little bit more comfortable over the shoulder. You have a pocket on each end of the bag on the exterior. It's not a very large one, so there aren't too many water bottles or anything of that like that are going to fit in there. On this side, I have a pair of work gloves, and I think that's probably all. Yeah, just a little pair of work gloves there. I don't use these often, but sometimes you need a set, or sometimes your hands just get cold and a thin pair of work gloves can help out. And then we have the front flap here, the top flap. There's a double buckle closure here, leather straps into a regular old belt buckle style closure. I find actually working these one-handed is not particularly difficult, especially to open the bag. Most of the time, I just never actually buckle them. I just let this thing flop around. And I actually personally applied 2 layers of wax to this top flap, so that when the weather gets foul and there's rain hitting it, it adds to the rain resistance. I don't normally get much rain anyway on other parts of the bag. It almost all seems to just hit the flap. So I might actually wax this even more just to add that rain resistance. And then where I live here in the Pacific Northwest, that's just a reality of life. So if we look in the main compartment, oh, I got my work keys in there. Y'all don't need to see that. And then it's fairly large. I'll grab my tape measure in a second and we can take measurements. But, you know, frankly, measurements are all available on Filson's website. So if you really want to know what the measurements are, you can just go look at their website. But I'll take measurements here and I'll probably not get them right. Inside, I have some tools. This is my tool pouch. Maybe I'll show you what I carry in there, but that's it. So I would say it's a generous compartment. It's one large compartment. There's plenty of room in here. As you can see, they kind of shorten the access point a little bit on each end. So you can't just take something the width of the bag and shove it in there. You kind of have to finagle it in there because of that. But that also prevents rain intrusion. So if you actually applied wax just along the lip here, that would add like a ton of rain resistance to this bag. This twill material is very thick, very durable, and even without waxing is pretty weatherproof. You know, I mean, is it going to withstand hours out in the rain? Absolutely not, because it's cotton. But, you know, if you wax it on the flap, yeah, it probably will do hours in the rain. We have 2 very generously bellowsed front pockets on this guy. So we'll open up this one here. This is my little, I keep my Right in the Rain pen. I've got a rat's tourniquet there, easy access. I have some other personal supplies in another pouch here. And oh, there's other things in there that you don't need to see. But if they showed up on the camera, I'm not going to edit it because I have no editing skills. In this side, I have a little clasp here for keys. I don't really use it, but that is a really nice feature. you know, if you want to keep your keys in there. And you can see like this bag, this pocket is pretty deep here, you know, and that's nice. And they tuck away real well when they're empty too. They flatten out. On this side, you know, I got my glasses. I never go anywhere here in the Pacific Northwest without my rechargeable Zippo hand warmer. If you have a kid, I cannot tell you how many times Dad has saved the day with that thing. You can put it in their coat, put it right over their heart, and it'll warm their little bodies up. You can give it to them to hold in their hands. Other kids, kids that aren't even mine, have been freezing to death, and I give them that thing, and it just cheers them right up, and then their parents sing my praises for years. There's a battery holder, CR123s, and then some more widgets. And yeah, so if you'll bear with me for a moment, I'll go grab my tape measure. We'll get some basic measurements here on the table. Here's the thing with zero prep, I leave you hanging. Across the top, I've got roughly a foot. Okay, we'll go across the back. Across the back, we're looking at about 13 inches seam to seam, maybe 14 or 15 if you have stuff in the pockets there. The height, let's measure off the back. We'll go from the table up. So it looks like we're about 10 inches high. Seems about right. We'll see on these pockets here, what's the depth on those? Roughly 7 inches deep. And, it looks like just a little under 6.5 inches wide on these front pockets. Again, if you want more precise measurements, I would seek out Filson. And this is made from rugged twill. It's a very heavy material. So this is not going to be an ultralight bag. So if you have weak shoulders, don't get this. I guess I'll just show you real quick. I have these wax canvas bags I got on Etsy. Maybe I'll do another separate video on these. These are phenomenal. They have YKK zips at the top, and, you know, like, for example, in this one, I just keep a lighter and, you know, some other fun goodies in there. And then you can just sit there and watch me put all my things away, because I like making you wait, you know? It's fun for me. That's about it. I mean, you know, I can tell you, I've had a few bags made of this material. I have some handbags, like, you know, I use them for getting groceries at the store and other things, you know, vacations, packing them up. And I've had backpacks and other Filson items made out of this rugged twill material. And it's the most durable cotton material that I personally have ever used. I have nothing but good things to say about it. It's a very hard wearing material. It's definitely not a lightweight material, not by any stretch of the imagination. So if you're weight sensitive, don't get this bag. It's just not for you, but sure does look good. So yeah, that's about it. I guess I don't really have anything else of import to say about this. Yeah, thanks for watching.